I thought I'd make this quick little video to talk a little bit more about this whole food story idea. Look, I am hit with food stories all day long. And sometimes it's hard to turn them off now that I have uh, discovered this process. And in some ways, I feel like an evangelist. I feel like I'm called to help people to discover food stories. And I want to talk about these epiphanies. I do. I have them daily about different situations, not just for me, but even for my clients. And I'll give you an example. What I find is that when my clients are on a certain program, they have to follow a certain diet to get to the weight that they want. Whenever there's a resistance or they say they can't do something or something is difficult for them, then there's a food story working in the background to prevent them from doing it. I'll give you a prime example. Thursday night, I was on the call with my group, and we're talking about eliminating sugar from the diet. And one of the members said, well, sugar and fat. Fat's coming later, but we're really focusing on sugar right now. She said, well, I'm a caregiver and my mom lives with me, and I'm following the diet, but sometimes, but not sometimes, I have to taste her food. I have to taste her food to make sure that it's seasoned right. And she loves sugar. And I make all the fried foods for her. I don't eat it, but I have to taste it to make sure it's okay with her. So I'm just, I'll do that, but I really can't do it. I follow it exactly because this diet is very prescriptive. Absolutely no sugar or no fat. And so before we even got to that point, I had made the analogy or made the example. I'm not sure what word to use. Is that if you went to the doctor and the doctor told you that you were allergic to something, allergic to peanut oil, anything, but peanut oil kind of comes to mind, or tomatoes, or any shellfish. I use shellfish. People that are allergic to shellfish, my God, they they are very, very diligent about that. They're looking at packages. They go to restaurants. I have some friends that even if they're in a restaurant where the shellfish is cooked, they have an adverse reaction to it. So they are on it. Oh, I can't have this. Does this have what is that made with? What is this? They have a consciousness about that. And so what I said is if we're really serious about this eliminating sugar and fat, the same you treat it just like the doctor has told you that this is poison, that it will kill you if you eat it. But anyway, she went back to this thing with her mom. And I said, well, Sheila, how long have you been cooking for your mother? And she's 63 years old. How long have you been cooking for her? Oh, I've been cooking, since I was a kid. So the things that you're cooking for her, you know how to make. Yeah, I know how to make. And so what would happen if you gave your mother something that didn't have enough salt in it or didn't have enough sugar in it? Well, she would ask for more. So the story is she doesn't have to do that. She doesn't have to taste those things. She doesn't have to go to that extreme so that it impacts her own health or diet. But here's the story beyond that. I said, Sheila, have you considered that the reason your mother's 93 years old, you took her out of the nursing home and you have her at your house living with you because you love her, you care for her, you want the best for her, you want her environment to be perfect? She said, yes. I said, that's what tasting this food is all about. You want to give her a meal that is exactly what she wants. And if you don't do that, you feel like you don't love your mother or you're not being a good daughter. So her food story, all right, and she looked at me like stunned and just like, oh my God, that's it. That's it. So if you have something driving you that says, oh, if I don't do this, I'm not a good daughter, I'm not a good person, or I'm not showing somebody the love that I want them to have. If you don't know that, that's your motivation behind making decisions about food. You will be stuck in that. And even though I know that I don't want to run out of time. I'm running out of time. Even though I know that, I find myself fighting that same thing dealing with